Hey girls, it's not Wednesday. I'm so sorry. I had a midterm Wednesday and just completely blanked and was sucky and I'm sorry. But I love books. So today's awesome because books are awesome. It's not some because I had a midterm that I did horribly on, but that was like 2 days ago. So I guess we've put some space between us. Also, this is a new shirt, so that's okay. So books. Okay. So I'll start with oldies. My all-time favorite, like, I read you in class and I fell in love with you book is definitely A Picture of Dorian Gray. If you guys haven't read it, if I'm trying to think of a stat. If you're into like Mark Twain, and by Mark Twain I mean like Huck Finn, not like Tom Sawyer, because no one likes Tom Sawyer. It's just terribly written. It's written for like 5-year-olds, and they make you read it when you're too old for it, and it's terrible. Huck Finn, on the other hand, great book. Adore that book. I love that book so much. But it's written with the same witty kind of. It's written by Oscar Wilde, and him and Mark Twain have a very similar, like, dry wit to them. And A Picture of Dorian Gray is just, incredible. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorite books. Um, Another oldie that I love. I assume most of you guys have read this because most schools make kids read it. But if you haven't read The Giver, I know it's on a lower reading level than we currently are. I talk about it like we're an entity that we currently are, but it's for younger kids, like seventh graders. But if you've never read it, it's fascinating. It was one of the first dystopian novels I ever read, and it's one of those books where you read it and you don't realize it's a dystopian novel, which makes it so much more fascinating. It's just an incredible book. And then speaking about dystopian books, I just love. That's something I love. I know. I'm sorry, Kelly, because I'm totally with you in the fact that like I like to go out into like a happy universe and stuff like that, and you like to escape into your books and have like a cute romance with a guy who's just like too perfect to be real. But I'm also a huge fan of dystopian novels, like 1984, Clockwork Orange, Brave New World. And I just got this new book. Hold on, let me roll off my chair. Called Divergent, and it was incredible. I loved it, and it's gonna be a series. I love series. Also, speaking about Kelly's question, what books we'd love to like reread if we're talking about series, I feel like we'll all say Harry Potter. I would love to be able to reread Harry Potter, not knowing what was gonna happen. But I'm talking about singular books, I'd probably choose something like The Giver or something that just like shocked me at like a young age and like gave me a different outlook on life, I guess. I don't Not so much just the book that I really enjoyed, but a book that like really like threw me for a loop, I guess. I'm not sure. So those are the kind of books I like. I want to check out because Kelly, you suggested. I'm gonna check out A Great and Terrible Beauty again. I know you love it. I tried it once and I just couldn't get into it. I remember there was like one line in it that I loved. Like she made like a joking line in the first one about just like laying back and thinking of England when you're like sleeping with guys, which I thought was hilarious. But I just couldn't get into it, but I think I might give it another shot because like everyone seems to love it. Also, like, speaking about authors like that we love, I mean, like, we're all John Green fangirls here. Um, I'm gonna say, out of all of John Green's books, I firmly am, like, behind An Abundance of Catherines being his best novel. Like, stop texting me! Kidding, I love you. I loved Looking for Alaska. I adored it. And, there are parts of Paper Towns I really liked. Like, I really liked the characters. Um, and I liked the tone it was written in. It wasn't my favorite story though. I'm sorry. I just didn't find it that fascinating, like the ending and stuff. Um, and I read Will Grayson. I didn't love it, and I'm sorry. I loved it because it was like John Green, but I don't know. But An Abundance of Catherines is one of my favorite books. It's funny, it's witty, it's magical. So if you haven't read all of his books, Abundance of Catherines is a must. It's my favorite. What are your guys' favorite John Green books? Because I know there's like a wide range of people. Like a bunch of people would choose Looking for Alaska. I feel like Abundance of Catherines is usually his lowest rated one. I don't know why, because I love it. The new cover is freaking terrifying. It's just like this girl over and over again. It's so scary. I don't like it at all. Why am I whispering? But yeah, so those are some. Oh my God, it's 5 minutes. Shh, don't tell. Never mind. Love you. Bye, girls.